Alright, today on the bench, got something a bit different. It's the Tamiya TT02-FT. The FT is obviously for the tracks. This is just your TT02 chassis. They make a lot of vehicles on this chassis, on-road vehicles especially. It's just a hard plastic tub chassis, but they've put these tracks on it. It's kind of cool. This is not a new kit, it's been around for quite a while. It is a kit, it's one you have to build yourself. I just finished up building this one a couple of weeks ago. This is the box art that they show, just the black body. You have to put the decals and everything on yourself as well. I didn't put all of them on, I just put some of them on. You had to build these tracks yourself. Absolute mission building these tracks. It took a very long time. There's a lot of parts, a lot of pins to put in. It is a Lexan body, quite good quality. Like Tamiya always have quite good quality bodies. Hard plastic roll cage thing there, hard plastic bull bar and driving lights. There is no light buckets on the inside of this. They are all just stickers. Obviously, I've got the windows clear. It's got fingerprints and grubby marks all over it. I haven't cleaned it up yet. Something that was a bit annoying is they must make this body for other kits. So when you get it, it has the body holes pre-done, front and back. But as you can see in the front there, it's just got the two. In the back here, it shows it's got body pin holes all the way here at the back, which with this kit, they don't line up. So you have to drill your own body holes. So you end up with 4 body holes in the rear. So obviously this body is a reused body from another kit, I assume. That would be why. A little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. It is just a toy at the end of the day. But yeah, that's your body. Quite a good looking body. You can see on the inside there, they have like little metal brackets they put on there for those plastic details so they don't rip through, which is nice. And then at the front, same deal, there's like hard plastic there. But yeah, it's quite a good looking truck body on this one. Underneath here on the chassis, you see this is your normal, pretty much normal TT02 chassis. They have this clear protection mold that you can put on over the top. Comes with the kit. It's just Lexan, and it's just to stop dirt and crap from in it when you're running it. So you can see it just pulls off. It's just held on with Velcro. You can choose to run it with or without. I haven't run this yet, so I don't know if it's going to be an overheating problem with it. I'll try it, because it would be, I imagine these tracks will throw up a fair bit of sand and dirt. So without it, I imagine it'll get pretty full of dirt and sand, but we'll see when I run it. I'll try it with it and without it and just see what it does. But yeah, this is your chassis. It's nothing special. It's just a standard TT02 chassis, fully plastic. I haven't mounted the ESC and stuff in here yet. It's just all just sitting in here loose. I've got my receiver and everything ready to go. Cheap servo. This is just the stock electronics that it comes with, apart from the servo and the receiver. Brushed motor. Their little ESC Tamiya one as well. I may not even run this ESC and motor combo. I haven't quite decided yet. The shocks that come with the kit weren't oil filled. They were just plastic friction shocks. I just bought these little cheapies on eBay, just rubbish oil filled shocks. They look cool, but they also are garbage. The oil leaked out of them straight away, so I'll probably change over to slightly higher quality shocks than what I decided to put on this. I guess you get what you pay for. When you build these tracks, you can choose, it comes with a heap of these separate links. I think they call these the grouser tracks. They're like a higher rib, and then the one in the middle is just your flat go anywhere track. You can build the whole track with just the flats, or you can build pretty much the whole track with all of these grouser ones if you want. Or you can choose to put the grousers in every second one like what I've done, or you could do it every 4th one. So you can pretty much build the tracks however you like to build them. This is just what I done, every second one. So it's quite an aggressive track. I got this more designed to be used on sand and stuff, so I want the more aggressive track. Obviously with this motor that's in here, it's a 35 turn. It's not going to be a speed demon. All plastic gears in the whole kit, so you wouldn't want to put a powerful brushless motor in this with the standard gears that are in it. It would blow it apart, I'm sure. But with this little brush motor, I'm sure it's perfectly fine. This is not really a high performance kit. It's more of a just to have a bit of fun kit. I did upgrade the steering in here. This is just a hop-up park they make for it. It's just the original Tamiya one. It was only a cheap kit, nothing special, but just looks a bit cooler. It's a bit nicer, and I'm sure it's a bit more accurate being metal, less bending and stuff. Just got a cheapy 25 kg servo in there, nothing special. If you have a look underneath here, you can see it's just your normal TT02 plastic chassis. Everything else is plastic. Still uses Phillips hardware like all Tamiya kits. It does have adjustable body mounts, just the ones that you put pins in and cut them off to the height you want. I've set this at the height that I wanted. You could have made it a lot higher. I had to cut these down a fair bit. But I didn't want the body sticking up in the air too much. I kind of like the height that I've selected. There is very minimal shock travel. And the shocks that come with the kit are exactly the same size as these. So I haven't lost anything by swapping to these. But once again, it's not really a truck for doing jumps and doing stuff like that. It's more of a like a desert crawler sort of slash, you know, chewing through sand dunes and stuff. So you don't really need a lot of suspension travel. It's more all about the tracks. The tracks do have a tension system, so you can tension the tracks, and they do have their own, as you can see, all the gears, all the wheels and rollers inside here, they do have like a bit of a suspension to it as well. So with the combination of the tracks giving a bit and the shocks, sure, it's got plenty just to dampen it a little bit. The tracks themselves, they do have a bit of give and a bit of tilt in them. They are pretty much completely plastic. The tracks themselves are plastic. The rollers on the inside are all plastic, but they actually seem to be really well built. I don't think these tracks are going to slip too much because it seems that they key into it really nicely. I was quite impressed with these tracks. Just they take probably a good 8 hours to build them. It's a very lot of repetitive work building them. There's a lot of pins and a lot of parts. Like, I can't remember how many of these little track parts there are, but there's like, I don't know, 46 or 48 or something per track, and they've got a pin between every single one of them. It's a lot of work, but the end result's kind of cool. Does just have your plastic drive shaft up the middle of it. You can change it to a metal one if you like. I didn't really bother when I was installing this because, like I said, probably not going to end up putting a brushless motor in this because I think it would just blow the gears apart. I'm sure you could upgrade to metal gears. Like, these TT02 kits have been around forever, so hop-up parts are everywhere for them, and it can pretty much use every single hop-up part that's been made for a TT02 if you really wanted to, apart from wheels and tyres, obviously. You can take these tracks off if you want and just use monster truck tyres or on-road tyres if you really wanted to on this kit as well. They do have all the parts in the kit. Like I said, this is a builder's kit, so you do have to build this from stock. Quite a wide stance. Does have a fair bit of ground clearance too, but not ridiculous. It's quite a small truck. Like, it doesn't come across on the camera too much, but yeah, it's not the biggest truck. When you put it next to other 1/10s, because this is 1/10, once you put it next to other 1/10s, it doesn't look the same. Like, you wouldn't think this was a 1/10 kit, especially if you put it next to like a Traxxas TRX4. The Traxxas TRX4 is enormous compared to this. You can see that's what it looks like. Obviously, this body, you can never get body pins to go on properly when you're trying to do things on camera. It always likes to fight you, but you get the idea. That's the kit. That's what it looks like. Turn it around, you can see it from the front. Quite a cool looking truck. I'm super keen to get out and give it a go. If I sit it back there, that's what it looks like. It's don't have a lot of room here on the bench at the moment. I do have I'll grab this. There's a TRX4 down here. If I put this in front of it, you can't even see it anymore. Like, you can see, if I come round to the front round here, quite a big difference in size. Like, I should have been more organised with this to have them set up, but if I move this around like this, they're both considered 110 scale vehicles, but as you can see, this Tamiya is quite a bit smaller, but that seems to be the way it works in this hobby when they have 1/10 and 1/8, and there's plenty of different vehicles that are 1/10 and 1/8 that are all different size, but it's very hard to show on the camera, but you can see the TRX4 are monsters over the size of this. But yeah, cool little truck. Just the Tamiya TT02-FT, and you can see on the side they call it the LandFreeder. It's QuadTrack. So if you're looking for one of these, they still sell these kits very cheap. Like, I forget how much this was. I bought it a long time ago and just hadn't built it, but I think they're $400 or something. Nothing too crazy. Just, you've got to be prepared to build a kit, but being a Tamiya kit, pretty easy. It's just, yeah, like I said, a bit time consuming with building the tracks, but nothing too crazy. Anyone can do it. You just got to have a bit of time up your sleeve. So yeah, that was just a bit of a quick look at this. I'll probably make some more videos of this in the future. I'm definitely going to put some electronics in it and get it running and see how it goes, and I'll let you know more when I know more about it once I've given it a run. That's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.